Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing around the park. What are you talking about? What did you accomplish? It's coming. It's coming. Check the this thing. I need to know if it's functional now. Check if you can hear me, not just my neighbors. The important that is me you're hearing. Can you hear me? Okay. Let me try and use this board today. That will not work. For anyone else, I hope this suffices. If it doesn't, no, this is to me. This for some. These are the people that are not doing it. No, these are for people who are not in class today. And the person that responded. He responded wrongly. Okay, please. I don't know about the people online. If you're online and you're not in this place, if you can hear me, let me know. If you stop hearing me at any point, just let me know. Okay, so we'll be dealing mostly on operators. We'll be dealing with operators. Now, last week we did a couple of things that involved some math science, like the addition and all of this other thing. All those things, all those things fall under operators. Okay? Operators are assets that you need to manipulate it. So, like I said, okay, there are logical operators. There are other kinds of operators. But right now, we focus mostly on calculating operators. Calculating operators are mostly math science in Python. But by math science, I mean the addition sign, the division sign, the subtraction sign, the whole lot of them. How you can use them in Python. Basically, I need to how you can use them in Python. Is that it? Very good. So let's imagine a scenario whereby we said A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 12. We can do something like print Print A plus B. What do you think we'll get? They can't get I'm not seeing any chat here. But I should stay close to my laptop. This is serious, sir. Well, this is why I asked people to check for me then, because I need to know if I'm audible or not. I need to know if I'm audible or not. But said if I should stay close to my laptop. If I move away from it, they will stop hearing me. That is very serious, you know. That is really, really serious. Oh, it's very serious. Here, some people will not hear me. It's connected. Okay, like I was saying, we can do something like this. And then Python understands that we're trying to multiply the values of this. So we can actually do this and we'll get, that should be 22, right? Those of you that have laptops now, have you installed VS Code? Huh? So go ahead. Go ahead and try this out. Go ahead and try it out real quick. Let me see. You're waiting for? Don't worry, you get internet. It's connected to my Bluetooth to connected. I don't know why you can't still hear me. Okay, back to what I was saying. What's the color on your ID card? I think it's black. Don't worry about it. Black, I mean. This is not from this AM. Three. Both of them. Okay, guys, let's continue with operators, so please. Now, using this, all of these signs, I think there are just a couple of signs that are assigned to. There is the plus sign, there is the minus, there is this, there is yes, there is this one. This asterisk is used for the multiplication sign, and then there's this other one. I've forgotten how they draw it, but it's mostly used to get the remainder, yes, of a division. So on here, how many people have been watching that tutorial? So arithmetic operators are just straight to the point. You saw what I did? You can change this to any of this, and then you will get a different result. That is how you basically treat arithmetic operators in Python. You understand what I mean, right? Very good. Okay. That is that for this is for assignment operators. Now, assignment operators, they will assign that. The assignment operators are used to assign values to variables. They are used to do what? To assign values to variables. We all remember what a variable is, right? Who has forgotten what a variable is? Okay, good. So while we'll try to, hello, what's that guy behind you? I need to switch off this fan. This place is way too cozy. Why you sleeping? Why? You didn't sleep last night? Hmm? Okay. Now I need you to pay attention. Okay, so you don't get what I'm going to say. Assignment operators, sorry, are used to assign values to standard statements. Now, when I mean by standard statement, something like x equals to 20 is a standard statement. Okay? But I would want to assign a value to that standard statement. Now, what I'm going to do is maybe I'm going to decide that I'm going to assign an addition value to that variable. So what I'm going to do is something like this: x plus equals to 3. Now this is what I've done. Hold on. Now, ordinarily in math, what does this signify? In mathematics, what does this mean? Huh? I said in math, in ordinary math, what does this mean? Huh? Same thing as what? The same thing as x equals to 3. Okay? It's the same thing as x plus 3 equals to 3. Okay? Yes. Okay, now this and this is not the same. Because this here simply means is the same thing as x equals to 20. But here, once I add this is me adding an arithmetic statement to a standard statement. Okay? So here now, what I will get instead is x equal to x plus what? And over here, what is x? So I would get in return x equal to 20 plus 3. Remember, the key thing is I have assigned arithmetic value to what? To standard value. Some people have lost it. I don't understand. Okay, sorry, our people at home. I'm not going to be hearing me. So this is what I'm saying here. This is a standard statement. This right here. This right here. That's equal to 5. Okay? We know normally, let's say in an equation, we do x equal to 5. Then we do some other thing. But here, we are assigning an arithmetic what? Operation So this standard operation, that is why it's called what? An assignment operator. I am assigning. This is normal. This just means one very simple thing. 5. This is variable. This is what? Value. There's no confusion about it. But if I want to attach an arithmetic value to this, either through plus, minus, division, multiplication, whatever means, I want to add it. This is what I'm going to do. What is that thing I want to add? Let's say we want to add 10, or want to remove 2 from 5. So what we're going to do is x minus equals to 2. Mind you, x has already been what? Declared. X has been declared already. We have declared this variable now. We've declared it. It's clear that x was 5. But now I've brought in another factor, which is what? That is me. That is me assigning an arithmetic value to this standard value. So here now, what I would have to do is simple. I'm going to have to bring the value of 5 to minus this. The same way you do it in a normal equation. X will now be this, y5 will have to cross over. So we now have x this is so confusing. Huh? In math, when it crosses over, the sign will change, right? We're not happening here. When it crosses over here, the sign will mark what it meant to say. That is why when I ask you what like this, what does it mean in normal math? So you realize that it's not the same. Ordinarily, I can stand up. Here. I cannot be a shouting at those. Yeah. This crosses over, but what is it? Does not change. Ordinarily, when you're calculating this in the math, you remember this value is not usually introduced. It's already in an existing mathematical system. So once that manipulation happens, you'd have to compensate with what the change of time. But here, this is entirely foreign. Okay, this was introduced for us to be able to make this calculation. So when we want to make this calculation, we have to simply use what? An assignment operator. To understand, the arithmetic operator is simple. It's simple math, plus, minus, all the rest of it. But here, all we have to do is to assign. All of these things. You know what we do? Those students understand. You don't understand. You only understand. Okay, you know work. That will work as well. That will work as an sometimes when you're writing code, there is it depends on what you're working on actually. Sometimes you may just want to introduce a simple factor that can solve a problem on that very line and you move on. So you will not have to, like you said, go and declare it somewhere before you start using it. Because already here, X has been declared. We cannot declare X again. Because if we declare X again, it will become a problem. There's no point. We're not going to be able to declare X again. All we want to do is to divide or to multiply the value of X. You understand? Now, all we need to do here, the reason for all of this is because everybody will declare this. In our code, we have declared X. We don't need another variable. The only thing we need to do now is this value of X. We need to, for whatever it is, we need to what? Multiply it. Yes, for whatever reason it might be, we just need to multiply the value of X. So for us to be able to do that, we cannot name another variable, then start using it. If we name another variable, we have introduced another symbol into it. So now we are no longer just dealing with the value of X. We're not bringing in another factor altogether. So what we are trying to do here is very simple. Work on the value of X. This very variable that we declared, we want to do something so that this remember what I said, that variables are contained. This container now that is here, or this box that is here, that concept that is there, we want to divide it or we want to multiply it. We don't have any business with the box. All we are interested in now is the content of the box. So for us to do that effectively without touching the box, all you have to use is what? An assignment operator. We're going to use what? An assignment operator. Because an assignment operator will go straight and deal with the content of the box and leave the box what? On top. If we declare another variable, that means we brought in another box. And now, instead of just dividing the box, we're now trying to manage which can be providing a large number of tools. You can complicate it down the line. So we want to keep it very simple and deal with just the content of this one box that we have, which is this. That is the point of our thing. That is why we will bother to come and say x minus equals to 3. That's the point of this. This x now is still the same x. It's not a different x. Yes. It is not what? It is not a different x. All we have brought is, let's say we have 5 mangoes in one box. We have decided that okay, our people at the gate have decided that 3 of the mangoes are their own. So all we come is to do was to collect 3 mangoes from there and leave the box alone. That is it. In arithmetic operators, we're dealing with a scenario whereby we have 2 boxes. That's why I did something like, okay, here. That's why I did something like this. Here we have what? We have 2 boxes. Now we are multiplying the value of 2 boxes. And we're like, okay, In this two box that we have, or in all the that are used, we have what 20 laptops and all of them. Some may contain two, some may contain two, some may contain four. But we know that all together is what. But in this case, all we want to do is just put that concern themselves with just this thing we have, let's add something, and let's remove something, and let's multiply. But how my concern is, the thing on this table. This table here now becomes the principal factor. In arithmetic operators, you have variables, multiple principal factors that you need to consider. Because now, even in arithmetic operators, I have to consider these variables. If I'm going to split, if I'm going to multiply, I am considering these two variables. That's what I'm considering. Okay. Okay. So, in all of that, back here, that is how we got to this place. That is how we got here. This is simply assigning a value to a standard operation. No one is still confused. Now what? You made this? No, no, no. I think what you can do instead is, as soon as you're done with this, and then you get x equal to 2. Once we get this, we can decide to say, okay, now x equal to plus 6. Assign something else. But what you're saying is, you cannot do x equal to minus 2 plus 3 division 5. That's what I said, right? No, we cannot do that. The phone operation, but if we were finished with this, can we still assign another? Of course, we can assign another. But we can't do it all together. Does that make sense now? Madam, do you understand what I'm saying? Are you sure? Okay. I am splitting down topic so we can get to those parts of it that actually concern. But please, if you don't understand what this is, then when I come to class, you may remind me. I will explain it. Or you can use the tool I provided you to make yourself. Or you can go There are lots of ways to learn this. I want us to get to the libraries that concern us very good. But you may have a little bit of an issue when it comes to it. Right? All right. So we're doing comparison operators. I'm sure we all understand what we've all seen something like this. We all see something like this before. We all see something like this, right? The less than sign, the greater than sign, the equal to sign, right? Those are comparison operators. Just that in Python, we usually do something like this. This equals not this. This. Mathematically, this is what equals. In Python, this is equals. Exactly. Now, there's something like this. That is the not equal to sign. Now there is the less than sign, the greater than sign, the less than or equal to, the greater than or equal to sign. I'm sure we've all seen all these things before, right? Very good. Those are what it entails in comparison operators. Now, in all of these things are plenty grammar. We are comparing the first and the second. And this time around, we're still dealing with what? With two variables. Remember, arithmetic operators, two variables. Assignment operator, mostly one variable. Now, comparison operators, what? Two variables. Because here we're comparing the continue. We're comparing the what is written in the contents or the value of the first variable and the second variable. In the same vein, if we're dealing with A and B, we'll be looking at something like instead of print, we'll do print A, B. Or we'll do print A equal to now equal to 2 times B. Don't forget, you're still going to put them in brackets because I might leave that like that and some of you can't type it and tell me it's not working. More than two variables. Well, let us try to have two variables. Everybody try and introduce three variables. A, B, and C. Assign a value to them. Are you done? False. Why is it false? A is greater than B, B is greater than C. A is what? B is what? That's the problem. C is what? So why don't you do A is less than B, B is less than C? Because of course 12 can be greater than 10. It will show you false. True, right? Very good. No, it compares from right to left. So A is what? So what are you using to example? So A is greater than B, then B is greater than C, right? And this is 10, 12, 9. Then it will be part of it. If you want to know, why don't you try that thing? The amount of A, no, A will be 9. Uh, then B will be 10. Uh, then C will be 4. I have to make it 4. And then C will be. Don't change the sign. Uh, 10, 9, 8. Yes, very good. That's Okay, there's this thing there's another factor. Hello, there's this other factor. They said that they call chaining comparison operator. Chaining comparison operator. Is that no? It's not what you do. This one you have to introduce a variable. Let's say this is let's say this is a variable. Now I'm going to do something like this. Say print one greater than, or let's say 21 greater than x greater than 12. Mind you, all we are still running for is still the true or false statement. Okay? We're not looking for something different now. We're still gunning for the same true or false statement. Okay? this one? Yes, no, that's why I declared it as. Time is what? This is 21 is greater than x. X. What do you show? Yes, it's false. Yes. Like I said, it checks through and through. If it doesn't finish, if one of it is false, it's false. If one part of the chain is false, it's false. Now let's look at logical operators. Now, logical operators are used to combine conditional statements. Conditional statements such as and, or, not. Combine conditional statements. Right. Not. NOT. So we'll do something like, first of all, we're going to declare a variable. Okay? We'll declare a variable like n equals 5. Then we're going to combine, we're going to combine what? What are we going to combine? We're going to combine. When I said conditional statement before, I meant the something I meant here, which is comparison. Okay? This is greater than this. This is greater than this. But now we're combining them. So we do something like this. Separate A is greater than 10 or A less than 5. Or say A is greater than 5. Now if we run this, we're going to get what? We're going to get what? Okay, but if we do something like replace this with and, what if we do that? Why you laughing? What happened? Why is it was everywhere now? Huh? Why is it false? So you've not run this thing and you are telling me false. Are you following me? No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Yes. Not is what? No, not it's not something you write this way. False. So why is it false? Okay, I see what the issue is. They said AWS is down. I think that is why Medium and the rest of them are down. That's the crazy thing about cloud service. The other time it was Google that went down. Netflix and the rest of them, everything just froze. This thing that the world is dependent on three companies. They just managed to freeze them one day, and the everywhere will come to a standstill. Freeze it, GitHub will not work. Uh, the day if somebody use if Microsoft Azure ever server ever goes down, now your GitHub will stop up until they get it back up. No, it's true. Interesting. Let me see. Not at all. Because it's a reverse. The reverse, and he accommodates another, he accommodates the other two. So what you do is not, then you create a bracket, then you like x greater than 2, and So what he's saying is this this entire now let's say we've done this, done we've done x is greater than 3 and x is less than 10. Now if we throw this thing in, it should give us a false. Okay, was it AI used? Sorry, cut me some slack. It's going to show you false. You know why? This statement here is correct. X is greater than 3 and x is less than 10. Both of them are what? True. But because of this yes on the line, it will give you a false. Does it make sense now? Again, if this place is too cozy, I see the sun is not up much. So the fans are keeping this place at a very temperate state. So what will happen is that if you ever feel like you're about to doze off, stand up. If you ever feel like you're starting to doze off, stand up. The rest are the identity variable, the membership variable, sorry, the identity operator, the identity operator, the membership operator, and okay, let's check. Operator precedence. Now I'm going to let you figure this one out. The operator's precedence simply defines the order by which an operator by which an operator can be followed. You all remember BODMAS, right? You all remember this BODMAS. You all remember that, have you? Very good. It's the same thing. Just that the only difference here is that there are some who have the same precedent. Now, just like in BODMAS, the bracket, parenthesis, has the highest precedence. Okay? I think the next one should be, what is, okay, multiplication is over here. This is off, right? Off is also very good. So it is the next one in line. So there is a full list for it. There's a full list for it on the W3 schools on the operator precedence. You see them as they are listed from the highest to the lowest. So as you all can see, the Python operators are mostly straight to the point. Okay? Like Python operators are what? They are straight to the point. None of them are complex. We've not been doing anything that is complex here. It's all you understand the key for the keynote in it, and you're able to use it. Yeah, bitwise. It's bitwise operator. Okay, I'm hoping this works. Well, right now, we'll move to Python list. Let's quickly rush through some of these things. Because I'll be honest with you, I would not have a lot of time. Now, lists are ways whereby we can store multiple things in one variable. Multiple things in one variable. Now, in Python, there are four inbuilt data types that can handle multiple storage. Okay, these kind of data types can handle storage of a large number of things under one variable. There are four of them, four of such data types. One of them is what we're dealing with right now. It is called list. It is called what? List. There is another one called dictionaries. There are sets, and there is a very unique one called tuple. So right now we're going to be dealing with lists. I just remembered something. There's hold on. There's a Python website that you all should be very familiar with. Okay. I sent one of the websites in the group. It is very detailed in documentation, so you can read through them if you want. Watch later. Yes, if you want now, I can't force you to do that. My own is to provide you with resource. If you want to use them, if you decide not to, still fine. Okay. Let's move on with list. Okay. Okay. Like I was saying, there are four of these inbuilt. We talked about arrays. Can someone remember what that is? Can somebody remember what arrays are? List of what? So they are like arrays. They can hold multiple values inside of one variable. Remember, all through this while we've been talking, if we assign a variable, if we declare a variable, sorry, we assign it with one value. But now these are special kind of data types that can handle multiple values. Something like we can say now if this were a variable, how do we do it? Ordinarily, what are we going to do? Huh? This is a variable now. Hmm? Do I have to put a bracket? I don't have to put a bracket, do I? I want to declare this variable. What do I do? Huh? I should write the items that are in the back. What if it, I don't mean it as a literal bag. This bag is just a variable I've decided. Okay, you put the element. This is just one variable. So I should list things that are inside. I said ordinarily. Before, if we write A equal to, do we begin to list things? It's the same thing. We're trying to assign a value here. Okay, I understand the problem. We're trying to assign multiple values. So of course, we're going to list a couple of things. So we're going to use this bracket. See this one? Very good. We're going to use this square bracket. Yeah, not the usual parentheses. Yeah, or curly bracket. That one is different. There is this, and this one. Then there is this one. So this is what we're using now. So I can decide that well, book uh, I can decide that these are the things that are inside of this. I have successfully added what? This is my list. Using this, I have successfully created what? A list. Now there are things about lists which is something you're going to need to take into consideration. In these four data types, in list, set, dictionaries, and tuples, there are certain varieties to each of them that make them different. Okay? There are certain characteristics to each of them that makes them a little different. One is yes. One is lists are changing. I can change a value that's inside of this place in list. Now lists are ordered and lists allow duplicate. Lists are also indexed. So instead of this, you can have something like this. Are we all done? So we've established that list contain what? Multiple values in one variable. And those multiple values can be of different data types. As I have represented here, that I can have a string, an integer, a boolean, a float inside of one list. And this list can be changed. I can have a duplicate, like I can have something like this, and it will still be valid. List will realize that there are two pens instead of one. As regards to other data types that does not allow other kind of data types that does not allow duplicates. So if I include 2 pens, it will just regard them as 1 because it does not recognize duplicate. But list recognizes duplicate. I want you to take note of these characteristics because when you attempt working with different order of these data types, it may get confusing. Maybe if you're attempting to use a scenario that should allow you use one of these arrays, you would be struggling to pick between a dictionary and a list. But if you understand the characteristics, you understand which one best fits what you want to do. So while we move across this, I want you to take note of this. Okay. Now there is this simple factor they call a list constructor. Who knows what it does? A list constructor. Go ahead, somebody should tell me. Now over here, if I do print, what's going on? Okay, please ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore them. I don't understand what is happening in that class, but ignore them. Please, we're doing serious business here. That's how we cannot be making money. To print this, we're going to have this. Go ahead. Declare the backbone variable first, though, before you start printing. Go ahead and declare it. Then you print. Please, all these things you're posting in this group, you posted it in your official group. Oh. Yeah, that's why I said you should submit your assignment. Some people kept submitting it here. What did you get? Okay. Now use this. This is what is called a list constructor. So let's say I declare this variable and I say A is equal to what am I going to use? Then I do list. Then I add another parenthesis. Remember, what we're supposed to use is what? Four brackets. But then I use this parenthesis. Then I do bag to 12 to 1.5. Then I do print. What do you think I'll have? Oh, print. You see what? Is it printing the list of it? Yes, that is the part of the list constructor. Ordinarily, this is not supposed to act in a list. But by the help of the list constructor, we're able to turn this into a list. Is everyone done with that? Now you remember that indexing we did where we used find. Don't find. Remember that? Do you remember that? I know we were not used to shouting in this way, but if I ask you a question, you answer me. Very good. That also can be applied in a list. Okay. Okay, now, you remember when we did something like this? This kind of index, right? You can do the same with a list. The same indexing you do with what? Find later. What? The same, we're going to use to find words now. Maybe. One can look for one can look for letters inside of the word. In fact, we are looking for N in function. All of this. This time around, we're looking for what? inside leaf. This is like a pressure. Anyone you want to look for. Just as soon as you're done writing it, you start to run it. Is it correct? Remember what is in bag. You should have declared bag already before you start running this. What? Does it print it? What did it print? What did it print? Okay. So we're doing 0, 1, 2, 3. So you should have gotten 12 or whatever it is you have in this position. So let's do -1 instead. Okay. Now let's try a range. Let's try and get a range. So let's do something like 2. What time 12? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? What did he give you? Who noticed something? Huh? Did you notice anything? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, and then I want to get 2 to 4. So how many items do you think we should have gotten? So how many should we have gotten? It's 3 now. 2, 3. So why did we get 2? Why? But now, the interpreter is left-handed. She is going from left to right. Now, what he's going to get is 2 and 3. The number 5 is not included because, like, it seems that this thing. He considers the number 5 as the border. Okay, here, sorry. Considers number 4, yes, as the border. So it will count the things that are between the borders. It is supposed to stop somewhere. Everything. So that point it is supposed to stop, it doesn't include it. It just refers to it as a marker. Okay? Let's say I'm supposed to count all the poles here. I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one there was supposed to be 5. So what I'm going to consider is from here to here, 1. From here to here is 2. From here to here is 3. Are you getting me? Good. So what I'm counting is this, this. And from here to here is from here to here is water. I mean, this is 2, right? Very good. Then this other place is 12. So I'm supposed to just ignore this because this is my marker. That is why if I set it up fine, it's going to be 2 to 3 instead. What I'm going to get is going to return is 1. Now you know what it's going to give me is what? Is water. That is, this process is called list access. This is how you find items in a list. The same way we use indexing to find items in a string. Do you understand what I mean? Last week we used what is that? Stand up. We use stand up. Uh, we use indexing to find values in a string. So right now we are applying the same principle to find values in a list. That's what I do. So we're going to try to agree that lists are changeable. We're going to try and change something inside of the list. We're going to try and change something inside of the list. Then we're going to try and change a couple of values inside of the list. Because what this list is that is not possible. If you want to know how many, if you want to know if you consider it, what you just have to do is do then this is that. I got him. So if you do this, you will find out if it recognizes that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it recognizes the 6 of them, or it considers the 4 as part. You understand? Yeah, try and do that. That's how you understand it. But if you flip it, then what you get. There is a different because they can't go to Let us add to the list. Let us make changes to the list. We have not copied this, right? So let's say you want to, I want to change something from here. I intend to change something from here. What am I going to do? I intend to change the value here. What am I going to do? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redefine this for a bit. Then I'm going to target what I want to change. So let's say I don't want this water here. I want to add stone. So this is at 0, 1, 2. So that is 2. I want to change. So what do I do? So this way, once I print back now, what am I going to get? So in place of this, we'll find this. Yeah, in place, what is in the third position here? Yes, this is two is the third position. I mean, what occupies the third position? Very good. This is what is going to replace it. So if you add this and then run the code, that's what you're going to get. Try it. Let's go. Is it working? It's not working. Your phone did not work. Why are you not using your laptop? You just carry the laptop to class. Carry it back. Why are you making an list? And these things are too Japan. This lots of code here is making this page almost unreadable. Let us comment. Yeah, yes, we did not print it. Look at what I had to do was print G, not print GT. You've already used here to change it. It's not for you to just print B. This was what you were doing, right? Yes. It's not that way. Look at what I did. You now have to add it again. That's why it's not print. Like this. Print. Change it. So guys, we've been able to do that one, right? Who did not get it right? Who did not get it? What's your own returning? Huh? Type error. Bring the let me see. Or somebody should help him out. Somebody who's on as well. God that fair man behind you. See what's in his computer. You've corrected your own. Okay. Bring it. Bring it. Just hold them all to the download. Don't touch again. Yeah, just show them. Okoroji and Chinaza. She's not here. Ajan Norma Grace. Yes. Fine. Esi Obane Chichindo. Wear it on your neck. Wear it on your neck. These things we are giving you is for you to start using them. They are not souvenirs. They are not for you. They are not artifacts that you preserve. They are for immediate use. If I give you an ID card, I expect you put it on your neck. Franklin Obidiocha. Chidi Victor Uchechukwu. Chidi Victor Uchechukwu. No. Adunanya Ifeanyi Chukwu. Look at this. We don't see Chukwu became Joseph. Mele Bethel. Where are all these? I don't know some of these people that I'm seeing here. Israel Chukwu Ebuka Precious. There are some individuals here I've not seen before. I'm not sure they're in this class. Wabugu Emmanuel. Francis Goodness. Francis Goodness. Thanks. Dominic Prevail. Great Akachi. Great Akachi Wakire. Okay. After Patrick Chinonso. Fortune Godwin. Fine. Olakibe Agnes. Nnadi Pascal Chibuzo. Come and sign and collect your ID card. Sign. Sign. Amechi Bright Azupugo. Tiagbanwe. Where is that boy? Who hasn't got it yet? What's your name? Chiamela Emmanuel. No, you shouldn't have class. Chiamela Emmanuel. Huh? I want to pass it on the bar. There is no Caesar here. It's mostly Napoleon. What is your name? Oh, they can afford them in Germany. Maybe he has it already. Alfred, let me see those ones. Joshua Obonna. Where is this man? Kenneth, have you got him? Where are you not wearing it? Okay, it's inside your bag. You people. Maybe we'll check again tomorrow. Oh, it's not your thing. What's your name? I'm not saying you fine. You see, don't worry. We'll call again. Shady will let you know. Okay, now we're going to be considering ranges. The same way we used the same way we use the rate. So simply just add another number here. And then here, what